What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Nantucket. My name is Splat. Happy to have you here today. Actually, I've only killed 2 fights. It took me 5 minutes to load up with $900 worth of blubber. I thought it was going to take a minute, but no. Every single time you fight down here, you get like 2 humpback whales, and the 2 humpback whales will give you like 20 blubber and more food than I can carry. I can't even carry it with me. I wanted to take it back, but I can't. I'll take the blubber because it's got slightly more value. The food's worth 20. The blubber's worth 25. We definitely need to get processing, though, on some of this stuff. I need to throw some of these people in the sick bay because they're a little beat up. And once we get them out of the sick bay, let's go ahead and head back to Nantucket. We'll drop off our wares there. And actually, I'll probably spend... It's days since your last harbor visit. You notice that one of your men looks sickly and tired. Syphilis and malaria. He was bitten by a mosquito. No! My navigator, he's got malaria. That didn't turn out very well for people back then. That was the entire premise of Far Cry 2 is you've got malaria. Take a pill every 30 seconds. So the crew and injuries have been healed. So we made $500 right there. The crew's lay was 90. Irving's lay has gone up ever so slightly, probably due to the fact that my guess, I probably don't need that much, but I'm going to bring it with me just in case. I would actually stay on course here. I really sincerely would. We're already researching something else in a different location. I'm going to suggest that we get better shelving technology from here. It costs a little bit of money, but if we get shelving, that'll give us some more cargo space. 8% on the 64 that we have right here. Not going to be a huge amount. It'll probably only increase us by like 3 or 4, but it'll have to do. Like 2 to 4 is what we'll get out of that. But still, that's more blubber we can carry every single run, and frankly, we're just running around doing stuff anyways. Russian explorer sights a new Antarctic island and names it Peter the First Island. A fire destroys 400 buildings in Paramaribo, Suriname, and then Spanish government grants U.S. families the right to settle in Tejas. Okay. Now we can drop off goodies in Imbituba. Nantucket to Imbituba on that one. Might be worth looking into since we have to go south anyways in order to get that new whaling zone down there. If nothing else, it's free money. What I can do is I can sail down, we can load up on whale blubber, we can follow the path down to Imbituba until we get that, and then on the hangback, I don't know how long we have left in this whaling season, but if we can pull back in, so this goes to March. Okay, well that's a while. Let's see if we can find this ship then. Let's be on our way. Oh, well there it is. It crashed right. It's right in front of Nantucket. They're like, it's lost forever. We can't see it. Nope, it went out, it went down. We've never seen it again. See if you can get yourself some money. Pirates did this. I wager every valuable object is gone. Okay, well, then off to hunt whales, I suppose we go. I'm glad we found it close. That was nice and easy. I would like to see some more mission variety added to the game. There's not a ton of missions to mess around with. Let's hunt whales for a minute, and there it is. We've already got whales. Everybody should be all healed up, so this shouldn't be a problem. Not going to make any cuts right here because, frankly, we've been getting so much blubber from the whales every single time we fight that it's no biggie. We got a 13 with a kill right there. Go ahead and fix that one with fasten. That one's now down. 1 whale is done. That one's going to hit us for 5. However, our HP has increased pretty fantastically by converting him into a survivor. Things have been good. He got a bunch of bonus XP for that, and I've been happy with it so far. We'll hit him for 13 right there. That whale has been wounded. He is focus firing our dear buddy Irving, though, unfortunately. And so Irving's going to have to suck it up. Give that one to the captain since he's got the strong trait right there, which actually looks like it's boosted up. The water's churn, 18 more blubber. There it is. A little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. I'll take the food for right now because I don't think we have to worry about it too much. And then expanding this, we've got Irving. He's already inside the sick bay, so that'll work out perfectly fine. Yep, round Cape Horn, you're bound to go. I know it. Y'all talking about Cape Horn all the time. Apparently that's where we're sailing. I don't know. We got to go down around that way to find a new whaling zone. We've got a pretty strong young humpback whale over here. Well, we got him with a strike right there. I'll take that. I was hoping we could fix him with a fasten so that we wouldn't end up with any other issues. But this will finish off our whaling season down here. I am almost positive. We'll want to take a look and see if maybe we can go down to Imbituba and sell the blubber there instead. That way we can swing out to the new whaling spot. On the way back, we'll hit Nantucket. We'll turn in the 250 for the quest with the prestige. Then we'll go back to Peter's Head, get our research. I think that's probably the best way to do this. but I couldn't honestly tell you. We'll feed that one to Irving. I think they get the same XP no matter what. I don't think it really matters where they're at in the fight. Yeah, they got 52 right there. You can only get like a certain amount of XP per fishing season, as far as I know. Got plenty of food right there. Close that off. In Imbituba, they're buying blubber for $20. Okay, it's 15 in Nantucket because I think we flooded the market. It's 23 over there. It actually looks like prices in general are down. They're up by 19 over there in Horta. So let's go to Horta. We don't want to go across that horrible vortex right there, though. I don't know if those exist in real life, but I am not planning on trying to find out. That is a mess that I am not playing with. The captain is wounded. Let's go ahead and take the captain, put him inside the sick bay so that he can get some XP back, and we are in Horta. So we're going to sell that off. We made $599 off of 30 of that stuff right there. I think 19, I thought maybe it was up by $19, but it looks like that's actually the flat price, I think. Is it? 30 by that? It's, yeah, I think it was $19 is what we sold that for roughly. Shit. Well, that was a bad haul, but it's good for morale, so whatever. We'll take it. And we also have research running over here. They don't even have a shipyard in Imbituba, so that's not going to be an option, I don't think. They don't have a shipyard, but they do have ships. Ah, there is. A Bermuda sloop will get it done. There is a ship in between the flag sizes. Okay. What else do we have over here? We have access to a brig. A little bit cheaper. But actually, I'm kind of tempted by the Bermuda sloop. We don't have the money for it for right now, but that would represent a really nice middle point for me because the 10% there would give us 8 more cargo, so we'd be at 88. We still have the same amount of whaleboats. That's fine, but we will be able to do longer hunting trips and bring back more blubber, which increases the amount of cash that we carry with us. In addition, it's a trade-in, and so I'm pretty sure if we buy this ship right here, the difference in value between our ship and that one, I think our ship is a sloop. And so our ship should be, that should be like a flat trade then, shouldn't it? I don't know. You should get a trade-in value or something. I don't really know, though. It's $3,400, but our sloop costs $3,400. So I would assume maybe it's $5,100 and the $1,700 coming off is. But then why is this cutter right here? I guess the cutter's an upgrade, too. The Bermuda sloop is what we're going to aim for next. Anything that gets me more cargo space so that I can go on longer hunting trips. Florida is sold by Spain for $5 million. John Keats dies of tuberculosis. And the inauguration for Schauspielhaus, the new Berlin concert hall. We've got a new whaling area in the Southern Ocean. We'll take that, see what's going on. It's 51 days away. It gives us something to work on anyways, if nothing else. What were our supplies looking like before I do this? I just realized I might need to resupply. Expand that on out. Let's see what we got going on here. So Petershead research is done. It's probably a decent idea to go out to Petershead. So that's the South Sea right there. New whaling area, new whaling area. Okay, my guess is that these are going to be like June to September. Down here is going to take you from August to like January or something like that. There's going to be a rotation, essentially, of whaling zones. What are our supplies looking like? We've got 100 days, 125 days, 120 days, 309 days. Yeah. Let's go down to Imbituba. We've got time. We can carry that. Throw away the putrid water barrels. We've had that event before, so there's nothing to worry about there. We have 60 days of water left, so obviously we're going to have to resupply in Imbituba. The windsock has taken a dive on us, unfortunately. It's not feeling particularly foot protective right now. But the wind always comes back. That's the nice thing about sailing is that eventually the wind comes back. We've got whaleboats ready to go, a fin on the horizon. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. What kind of whales do we have? We have humpbacks, actually. We've got another humpback spot. Okay. Yeah. I'm all right with this. Let's make it happen. Take that one out right there to get rid of the peduncle throw. We're obviously not going to whale right here right now, but this is like $300 that we're walking away from if we don't actively decide to whale it right now. And so I just go for it. I see no reason not to. Peduncle throw out to Rufus right there. A little bit of a bummer. He's taking some damage. We stunned the humpback whale. Oh, never mind. Distant call stunned the humpback whale. Luckily enough, we got the final blow right there so that we can take him on out. And the entire grouping is defeated. That should be 18 blubber, I think. Yeah, buddy. Get us paid. $450 right there. A little bit of extra food in the cargo hold. What's the whaling season look like down here? December 21st to March 19th. Oh, it's the same as that right there. Okay. Well, keep on going. I don't want to stop. We got a storm right there, which worries me. But it looks like we made it through. Anytime you have a storm, you want to be careful about it, because the essential way that that works is that it tests the storm against your navigator. So it takes the storm and it makes some kind of internal test against the level of your navigator to see if you make it or not. Like, for example, if we go through a storm with a level 2 navigator, I guarantee you something bad happens almost every single time we go into a storm. That's why I would get amateur hunters, I would get amateur cooks, I would get amateur doctors, but the one thing I would not skimp on in this game is your navigator. Get the most expensive, most overpowered navigator you can as early on in the game. There's an abundance of food. No, nobody can have double rations. I say nay to thee, sir. Morale should be good. We'll get paid once we get down in here. And so going into the harbor, let's see what we've got. We made $361, so the price was a little bit low. The price was not good. It was about $20 a blubber, but, you know, it's better than nothing. $300 right there that we made, doing something nice and super simple. Prices here are going to be pretty decent. Oh, it looks like the prices actually go up each time I do that. Okay, we'll sell off some of the food to pay for some of the other things that we need to do. I don't know if we need necessarily that much. Maybe we'll go like 150 on each resource. That looks good. Around 150 seems about right. It's going to cost us some money in order to get some of these things done, but we had to buy a lot of water because those barrels we had to throw out, and so it's kind of one of those downsides you just learn to live with along the way. Greek revolutionaries declare war of independence against the Ottomans. Okay. Franz Gilparzer premieres Das Golden Vleis in Vienna, and the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church is founded in New York. All right, we have any jobs here? No jobs here. Well, then I suppose it's time for us to leave on out and not deal with this situation. With the new hunting zone, my suggestion would be that we go get the one... We should go get the one that's in the South Pacific. That's a 55-day trip. We should have the supplies for it. We should also have good prevailing winds, at least until we get to the Horn. But if we can make decent time on the way down there, I'd be happier about it. We've got the wind right now. We just don't have good wind is the problem. And so hopefully we can catch something nice on the way back up and in there. Yikes. The captain is leveled up, though. Level 3 on our captain. Very cool. We can add a point to hunting. I don't know if I want to do that. I may give him a science point. What do the science dice look like? Enables first aid command during creature and canoe. 6 heal to target, remove bleeding status. That's not bad. Okay. We can also pick a new skill. My suggestion would be that we get... Oh, man, I didn't want to unlock that right there. That was a mistake. So the character science combat die gets emergency kit in all combats. Restore health points to multiple targets. That's pretty good, too. But I don't know if that's what I want. It might be worth loading a save, because what I wanted to do was go after sickbay so we could unlock that. But I guess I can just hire a guy to do it. That's okay. And so I guess we've got emergency kit right there, just in case we get a good roll. Keep this thing going. We're at Drake's Passage right now. Named after Sir Francis Drake, in case you didn't know. Just in case you haven't gotten that part of your history class yet. Learned that in California history in junior high, everybody here. By assigning a man without sailing experience to the wheel, someone has been thrown overboard. Well, say, okay, so I guess we crested a wave and somebody was thrown out of the crow's nest. Send a whaleboat to save him. The whaleboat rescues your man. Very nice. How are our supplies looking for right now? We have 141 days, 114 days. We should be able to make this trip perfectly fine. What I'll do is I'll cut south so we can grab these prevailing winds right here. We'll cut out to here. We'll resupply in Imbituba after we do that. Fin ahoy. Yeah, let's do this thing. Oh, it's a shark encounter. Okay, sharks just give you food. I don't think you get any kind of, like, goodies from a shark. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. That is a ton of sharks. Okay. We are going to have to deal with that. And, of course, pretty bad starting turn, but we've got the strike off right there, so at least one's down. We've got a bite going out to Irving right now. He's going to be bleeding, and a bite going out to Flabbergab. I wish the cards lined up with who they were going to attack. One thing that I've found is that there's really no point running defensive stuff because you don't know who's going to get attacked anyways, and so half the time you waste your attack using a defense that doesn't get used because they attack somebody that's not being defended. And so my suggestion would be, as a small change, have these cards assigned to the person that's going to be attacked. That way, you're using your entire turn. That way you can tactically play your defense to actually negate an attack on a turn that you want to negate one. Apparently, Rufus is doing all the work today. Everybody else is just going to sit around, but not Rufus. Rufus is ready to ride. He's ready to hold on for the set. These guys are going to give us a bunch of food, but that's pretty much it. I don't think you get blubber from sharks. They're mostly cartilaginous, as far as I remember. We got more attacks off right there. Flabbergab, get yourself some vengeance on the shark. He bit you twice, so you might as well take him out. Although I would recommend you guys stop doing whatever it is. You're in a boat right now. How are the sharks biting you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't mess around with that. We made it out here. Doesn't look like there was anything interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut south while still going kind of eastward. We're going to grab this wind right here, and we're going to try very, very hard to go up and around before we run out of supplies. Luckily, we have enough food. Cargo space is looking okay, so I'm not really stressed about it. We've made it here about 5 days in advance is what it's looking like, so long as the winds don't fail us. Yeah, very nice. Go ahead and catch the wind down here. And then up the coast to Imbituba. After we get Imbituba, what we'll do is we'll resupply here. We'll go south down to this whaling spot. We'll cut north to Cape Town. Once we've gone north to Cape Town, we'll go all the way up the coast using that wind right there to get to Peter's Head to unlock our lenses, our new lenses that we have. And that's pretty much it. That should be good enough. I'm going to keep food where it's at for right now. Probably not going to make a lot of money on this trip. But we are unlocking things and doing stuff, so, you know, 178 days is going to be our limit for right now. Sail away. We're going to go down and get that whaling area. We verified it, so that means we should be able to hit Peterhead. We should be able to hit Nantucket. And we'll get 250 at each of those places for verifying the whaling ground. So that's an extra 500. So we may come out even on this one. We might. Water in the hold? No. Back to standard rationing. Nobody do anything right now. Sailing off into the South Sea below Cape Town to see what it's got for us. Hopefully, I'm going to go around this storm right here. Hopefully what we find is a decent whaling ground down here. If we don't end up with something good, we kind of, everything is over in the Pacific. I'm sorry, everything's over in the West Atlantic and in the Gulf from what we've seen so far. Sail away. We've got whaleboats and a shark encounter. Okay. That once again means we're not going to make any money here, which sucks. It's not what I'm going for. We got 3 great white sharks, but they are newborns, so their damage will be lower and their bleed will be less severe. Big damage out right there. They're all done and taken care of. Next one up. The nice thing is we haven't actually fought a lot of sharks while we've been out at sea, and so you get diminishing returns that I think they reset every time you go back to port. So you can't like sit on a spot and farm all day and level everybody up. Instead, you go down, you farm a bit, they'll probably level once, and then you got to go back to port because they'll stop getting XP and they'll start only getting morale and prestige. No good roll right there, unfortunately, so we're just going to soak damage. The joys of dice games. The enemy gets guaranteed damage, and we got to roll dice to do the same thing. Funsies. Come on, give me my turn. I do wish you could speed up combat slightly, too, and get rid of, like, the card flips and stuff like that. Just let the combat flow naturally, you feel me? Rufus got his damage off right there. The bite is going to go out to Rufus again. He's going to bleed on the next turn if we can't get a kill right here. Like, it should run all the bleeds at the same time. Like, there's a lot of ways they could streamline combat right here and make it flow a little bit better so it doesn't feel like you're sitting around waiting. I just want to kill this stuff off. There's nothing impressive about this fight. And so there's 6 food right there. That's done. Rufus, you need to go to the sick bay, like, right now. So, Rufus, go to the sick bay. We need to go up to, who are you? Health issues. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. We need to go north to Cape Town. It's calm and slow night. Your ship has held her path. You sit at your desk, filling up the ship's log under the dull red light of an oil lamp. The wood of your cabin keeps creaking as if whispering the water's secret. Suddenly a hand shyly knocks on the door. You open the door. The man stands at the door, holding his hat in his hands. I'm sorry to disturb you, Captain, but I have some information for you. It's about the Rachel. Was that the ship that saved you after the Pequod got sunk? It is. What happened to it? Just hearing that name spoken aloud makes your heart knock hard in your chest. It happened during our last stop on dry land. We were at the inn and we ended up drinking with other sailors. He stops for a moment, trying to remember the words he probably rehearsed before knocking at your door. The Rachel's missing, Captain. She left Nantucket to sail to Honolulu and deliver goods. She never got there. We thought you might want to know. We can say thank you and we give them morale, or we can go minus $100, reward the crew. Yeah, go ahead and reward everybody. We'll go with high morale. It's always good to not be stuck on a boat full of people that hate you. You close the door and walk back to your desk. A shiver runs down your spine. Was it Moby Dick? Was the white devil looking for you on the Rachel, thirsting for your blood? Probably. I don't trust that big-ass whale. That whale in that opening video was hella big. I don't trust that fool. He's up to something. No whale gets that big without doing some dirt. I know how the world works. Everybody gets healed. Cape Town actually appears to be a bit of a podunk at this time period. Jose de San Martin declares independence of Peru from Spain in Lima. Massachusetts, court outlaws John Cleland novel Fanny Hill for obscenity. Swiss naturalist Ignaz Venitz suggests Europe was covered by glaciers in the past. Yeah, that's a tough, that's before geology was even founded. Geology, we do, I don't know if you know this, but geology covers icebergs and glaciers and stuff like that too. And, yeah, good luck with that. If you were pitching those ideas back in that time period, everybody thought you were a kook. But all of those guys were vindicated. All those ignorant scientists in the 1850s to 1870s that ran their careers through the mud and told them that they were idiots and that, you know, that never happened. The world was only this amount of years old. There wasn't enough time for glacial movement and all that kind of stuff. Even though the proof was there. The proof exists. I mean, you can find fossil patterns because animals would go out on the glaciers. You'll find fossils and things like that. You'll find all kinds of random stuff that prove that there was creatures on, there were glaciers on land. The biggest thing is scrape marks. You find them in the mountains. There's a very specific type of scraping, trenching that happens to stone as glaciers move across mountains. You find those, and that's what scientists back then found. And the main science community was like, oh, no, you guys are idiots. That never happened. The world was created exactly as it was. There was no ice age. They ruined their careers. A lot of them died destitute. And 100 years later, they were vindicated, and nobody remembers the name of any of the scientists who said that they were wrong, but everybody remembers their names. And so keep that in mind. Sometimes weird scientific theories turn out to be true. They're just very, very ahead of the curve. We don't really need to resupply, but what we can do is we can sell food here for a pretty good price, actually. Not bad at all. I'll probably swap in some water, too, just so we have a little bit more. But actually, I'm not that upset about it. 12 food sold in Cape Town because they have no supplies there came out to a pretty good price. Not bad. Might be worth moving some goods around and seeing what kind of margin we can make, but I don't know if trading is actually an established function of the game. What we need to do is we're going to go up to there. Hopefully we'll make good time. We should have the wind on our side, as you can tell from the wind charts. That doesn't guarantee we're going to get the winds that we want, but it does give us a pretty good chance of traveling rapidly. I need to go to Horta and turn in a quest. While we have the wind on our side, I'll probably do that. I'll go up and I'll loop. We'll pick up blubber in the humpback area. Throw away the putrid water, I guess. We got the putrid water again, unfortunately. So we lost about 70 days worth of water right there, throwing our stuff out. I'm going to hit Horta. So in Horta we are. We'll enter the harbor here because we have a job to turn in. We'll go over here. Missouri is the 24th state of the United States of America. Russian polar expedition to Kronstadt after circumnavigating Antarctica. British ship Eliza Francis discovers Jarvis Island in the South Pacific Ocean. Okay, there's the reward for the whaling area right there, which is great. We need to resupply. We don't need to resupply. We're good. Okay, so that's just money on top of money. Never mind then. I was going to go north, and I was going to whale in the humpback area for like, I don't know, a couple of days if we could make it work. And then we'll swing over to Peterhead. Sounds good. Try to get us as close to Peterhead as possible while we're whaling. So long as we're inside the mating area. Oh, it's a feeding area. Okay, gotcha. Sail away. Get a little further in until we're allowed to hunt. There we go. Whaleboat ahoy! Let's do this thing. Come on, we got whales to smack. I got to make some money here. We haven't made a good whaling haul in a while. We got newborns. So each one of these will give us 4 blubber. Roughly extrapolating. Should be a pretty good haul. Should be about 300 bucks. First strike is out, so one whale is down. Let's keep those cards flipping and dipping and whipping and stripping and lipping and all that stuff. Sound like a Snoop Dogg song. A random crew member gets mirage and is stunned. Unfortunate. Lowers our chances of landing a hit pretty excessively. I still need to take him off his medical dice, too. We got a 13 right there, though, so no complaints. I only hate it when I get a turn where nothing happens. I can't stand it when nothing happens on a turn. It's like, seagulls. Creatures play face up. Nothing right there, so we're going to get pedunkled again. They tend to focus fire pretty hard, too. I've noticed that. As I've been playing the game, they tend to, like, pick somebody to get their ass whooped every single turn. So there's our humpbacks down. Rufus is a little scuffed up. I don't know if we want to keep hunting over here or if we just want to take the money that we've made and go. Our hold is basically full. Let's just go to Peterhead. I see no reason not to. Nope, standard rations again. They can be upset all they want. I don't care. We need to go around these rocks over here because I don't want to get caught up on them. And in Peterhead, we're going to get our upgrade. Your ship hits a rock in a perilous area. The hull is leaking and the hold is taking on water quickly. Prioritize the gap. Prioritize saving blubber. There we go. And so we've lost a little bit of everything, but that's okay. It means I'm at the resupply. So I guess that counts as perilous seabed right there. I guess we got to hit that from the north next time. That's a lesson learned. I've never actually messed with that event right there before. So there's our upgrade. We've made $370. Not the best haul that we've ever had. You know, it's about 20 bucks a blubber. Oh, well. We have a quest to turn in, though. We found a whaling area. Peterhead to Imbituba and never made it. Probably not going to take that quest for right now. Probably not going to fiddle with it too much. We almost have enough money to do what I want to do. I'm going to take that down to 150, use the money to go up to right there. We got a resupply, which is going to cost us. And then it's back to Peterhead for, I'm sorry, it's back to Nantucket. My name is Splattercat. This is Nantucket. I hope you guys have liked the game so far. Might play some more, might not, might actually just stream it on Twitch. Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. That's the best way to keep me in business as a content creator. And let me know that you're enjoying the series so that I can keep on doing it. Aside from that, how you doing? I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.